Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Italian game starts with bishop c4, which attacks the f7 pawn and prepares to castle quickly. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. The bishop joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. This is a book move, meaning it follows established opening theory, played by top players for years. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. A very strong play. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. A solid choice. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. Very precise. One of the best moves. This forces the opponent to double pawns. Takes back. This moves the knight to safety. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. Right on target. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. This kicks a knight. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This is the strongest option. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Recaptures. A very strong play. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. White develops further. Moving the queen gives black more flexibility in the middle game. This defends the attacked pawn. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. With the queen now developed as well, white has all pieces ready for action. Very precise. Right on target. This is the strongest option. White's knight has moved to a square with greater activity and control. The knight finds a new active square. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This prevents the opponent from being able to create a passed pawn. This threatens to create a passed pawn. The pawn is now adequately defended. That's fine. This threatens to kick a knight. This misses an opportunity to prepare a retreat square for the king. This allows the opponent to kick a knight. This misses an opportunity to kick a knight. This wins a bishop. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. Capturing that bishop wins material. This is the only move that works. Recaptures. This blocks black's pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to kick a knight. This evades the check from the queen. This threatens to win a queen through a fork. This is the only good move. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This is the only move that works. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. This threatens to set up a blockade. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. That's an unfortunate error. Very precise. This protects the attacked pawn. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This wins a tempo by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. This move puts the rook on a safer square. Right on target. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This prevents the opponent from being able to eventually win a pawn. Recaptures. This is the only good move. A solid choice. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This makes a passed pawn. This moves the rook to safety. One of the best moves. This is the strongest option. This evades the check from the rook. Black will be winning a pawn with that fork. This steps away from the checking rook. That pawn was free for the taking. Pushing a passed pawn. This threatens to tactically win a knight. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. This stops the opponent from being able to win a rook through a fork. This offers an equal trade of pieces. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This activates the king in the endgame by getting it off of the back rank. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking knight. This move puts the knight on a safer square. This is not the right idea. Very precise. That was a free knight. This leaves a pawn without defenders. That was a free pawn.